Boom, baby. We are live. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals out there. From Tokyo, Japan, it is officially Christmas here in Tokyo. So I'm getting ready to head out and enjoy my Christmas day. But I want to pop in and say what's up real quick to everybody. Um, the gift that keeps on giving. Who's been watching the Solana bull market uprip? I got to tell you, it's a Merry Christmas indeed here in Tokyo. How's everybody doing today? We're gonna take it easy and just doing a little casual stream, and then I think I'm gonna do. There is something that I'm gonna do for everybody tomorrow too. If you are a member of my community at all, any kind of member, so if you're in Masculine Empowerment Network, if you are in Passport Bros, if you are in Inner Game Healing, and if you are in monthly coaching, is all the communities I manage? Let me just double check here because I'm such a big holder in a lot of these groups. Yeah, so yeah, Inner Game Healing, Money Muscles Game Monthly, Passport Bro, Masculine Empowerment Network 2023. If you are in any of those groups tomorrow on your Christmas, I am going to announce a giveaway that everybody who is in that community will be getting. It is a free giveaway. Everybody gets something. It's totally free, no strings attached. So that is my gift to you guys. Sorry, we had a million things going wrong on the back end here. Rumble was down, and then okay, Rumble is now up, and then let's see, Instagram is up. Yeah, StreamYard's been tripping lately, guys. I gotta tell you. But yeah, it's Christmas, and for me, it's just another day in the life. I was able to have a good start to my morning, so everything is good on this end. And I'll be going out to dinner, and I'm going to be doing a little shopping today as well. It is Christmas in Tokyo, so in Japan, it's Christmas. It's Monday morning here, so Christmas is not a big national holiday in Japan. So today, it's just like another day in the life of the Japanese. So it's very interesting to walk outside and see like people just, yep, it's Monday, got to go to work. Like they're not really too much caring about Christmas because it's a Western holiday. But Christmas is seen as more of like a romantic holiday, and it's a holiday for couples. So tonight, like I try to get a reservation at Ruth Chris, it's completely booked. Every place in Tokyo is going to be like mega booked. Because it's a gigantic dating holiday. So when people say like the Japanese are not having sex, that's just not the case. They're having tons of sex out here. They're just not having kids because they're caught up in this like super 9 to 5 on crack work life balance thing they have here with like their salary class. And yeah, it's totally different out here. A lot of these people are stressed out big time by their work. Even though Japan has more national holidays than America. So just seeing them go along like just another day, here's another day in the week. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Did not go home for Christmas this year, first time in a while, but I have got to deliver on my end to what's going on December 28th. You guys know, Masculine Empowerment Network. The footage is being colorized right now, and then it's going to be edited by me and a separate editing team, just to make sure it's the highest amount of quality. But I wanted to take a moment to tell you guys about something I've noticed. Okay, so I have kind of noticed a little bit in this time of year an uptick in a lot of gentlemen kind of getting like the winter blues, and it's starting to like what's the word I'm looking for? Starting to ruminate on past things in their life, like breakups or the status of their life right now, because they're starting to like, I guess they're feeling still emotionally hurt from that, and the holidays kind of bring it up. And a lot of people go through that, but I just wanted to say that I've noticed that that's a big trend. I still think the inner game is the most undertaught thing and is the most important thing. Like, and it all comes down to self-validation. And one thing is a lot of guys don't really want to talk about, and it's because it's honestly it's very embarrassing to admit. But as much as dudes are out here clowning on chicks for having daddy issues, a lot of dudes have daddy issues too. Because in America, there's just the daddy problem. Like, just fathers not being present negatively affects both the boy and the girl as child. But we just kind of, make fun of the chicks in the community, or not, I don't want to say in the community, but they make fun of girls like, ah, ha, ha, she has daddy issues. But there's a lot of dudes out there with daddy issues. A lot of dudes out there with mommy issues too. Just the broken home is the biggest culprit of all of this that's been happening in the United States. It's been happening for a while. We're just seeing we're seeing the lagging effect of it right now in the culture, in the youth, and how like these people are like supposed to like operate society, and they can't even. They're 24 and they're still trying to figure out what gender they are, which is honestly, it's good for guys who want the competition out of the way, because in some ways life is a zero-sum game, and the less people you have to compete with you, the better. So I just say this, the people who are, this is going to sound cold-hearted, but the people who are weak, their destiny is their own. But if you're a guy that just wants to do, the hard work, like I always just say, guys, just max out all your stats in life and just watch how amazing life can be. Because there is like I feel like Alex Jones. There is a war for your mind, but there is a war for the young man's mind, and they're winning right now. And that's why they're trying to shut down people like Tate, and just trying to clown. Now they're getting to the point they're just saying that the Manosphere is like a terrorist organization, and it's just hilarious to see everything they're pitching at us. I think desperation. Shout out to my homie Aman. He says, my boy MLD working like a madman out here. Freaking love you. Love you too, buddy. I don't even view this as work. I really don't view this as work. At this point, this is just who I am. I'm trying to be as transparent about everything as possible in my life, because it's the dying breed. Have you guys seen on fucking Kick now? So this little fucking weasel, Neon, he was using bots to boost his view count. So people thought this kid was getting 100,000 people watching him. Turns out it's only 20. So everything's fake and gay. Everything is fucking fake and gay. Everything is fake and gay. I'm just like, I could, when I see it too, it's so evident, but to talk about it and then just be like, look at this, I just would spend my whole fucking life pointing out fakery. But yeah, man, just everybody, and that, I swear to God, that's tied to daddy issues, right? You got to fake it to seem better than you are, to keep on chasing that external validation, when the reality is here's the other thing a lot of these guys won't tell you too. The final challenge of you as a man is to lock down and secure a good woman who can fall into your frame. You at least you have the ability to do that. That's the final test of men. Doesn't matter how much fucking money you have or how much abs or six-pack or any bullshit like that. No. Who you are as a man at your core, at your very inside, okay? And you guys know, a lot of you guys become successful, but I'm not going to say you guys, but a lot of this is how men cope. Let's talk about this for a second. This is a fantastic thing here. A lot of guys, when they're like ragingly deeply insecure in themselves, what they'll do is they'll compensate in like high value man ways. So they'll feel insecure about themselves, so they'll like funnel that like kind of dark energy, if you will, into making a shitload of money. And these guys are like, I made $500,000 a year, I made $1 million, I made this much, but I still, it's not enough. They have this need to prove their validation of themselves to people outwardly through like external achievements. And then you see this with guys who, like, you guys haven't all seen this guy in the gym, right? This is a guy in the gym who like looks fucking incredible, but he has such low self-esteem. He's just like, no, I just got to keep looking more perfect and more perfect and more perfect. Same thing with guys when they get pussy, right? Because a lot of guys think that's the holy grail. These guys will get pussy and they'll just go fuck girl after girl after girl after girl and just run through girls. And that's their external form of validation. But all those things are ultimately very unhealthy in the long term if you really don't get your inner game sorted out. So if you're a guy and when things get tough, because this is what I've kind of noticed right now, and it's crazy, it's happening across the board. I've noticed that guys whose inner game is not as solid as is just, I could describe it as having like minor rocky moments in them, right? A lot of these guys independently, there's multiple countries, multiple age ranges reaching out to me during like these holiday times and kind of like talking about some traumatic event that happened to them a couple months ago or whatnot. And I just, it's my duty to try and help you guys as much as possible. That's what I made this stuff for. That's why I talk about inner game first and foremost, because the other thing is I went through all this stuff too. So you want to become the total man from the inside out. And it's a big challenge. It is a big challenge, but it is one of the best things you can conquer. It's about self-validation. And if you came from a normal, happy, healthy household, this concept probably does not make sense to you. But for the people who come from a rocky background, there is a lot of internal healing that does need to go on. And I'm not trying to sound like, woo woo or Disney or anything. I'm not trying to doom pill you either. What I am saying is that these internal issues that guys have, because that's what this whole thing is all about. Guys want girls, money, and status because deep down inside, there's a large percentage of the guys involved in this industry that have some internal issues that are unresolved, that they can feel, that they know are unresolved, but either they don't know they have to address it or they're too afraid to address it. But having an awareness of this at any baseline already, you're doing way better than the average person, because most people don't even think something's wrong with them, let alone conceive that they can change. But if this ramble made sense to you, then that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like these deep inner issues that are left unresolved. And if they do, or if they are left unresolved, you don't, confront these demons that you have, they will manifest themselves in your life in self-destructive patterns. I have an onboarding process for my money muscles game monthly, right? And part of the onboarding process is that I make these guys, and I don't share this data with anybody, but I make them fill out the questionnaire. And I'm going to read the questions to you so you can see like the level of detail that I ask these guys on the form. And the data I've found from, this is self-admission too. It's anonymous. I'm not going to read anybody's name or anything, but across the board, like here, I didn't realize this, but pornography is a huge problem. A lot of guys are addicted to pornography, and I don't think you guys realize how bad that shit is for you. Like I'm not trying to like take some moral high ground to like virtue signal that I'm some great person. I'm like, just objectively speaking from like the facts of what it does, it is just terrible for you. It is, and that is a huge problem I've noticed. So I ask, what is your name and username in Telegram? What email did you sign up this using this? How old are you? How tall are you? How much do you weigh? Add body fat percent if you know it. Salary per year, and I give them a range to choose from. The ranges are 0 to 30K, 30K to 50K, 50K to 100K, and 100K to 300. And then what's your body count? Current number of girls in rotation. Longest you kept rotation going. Do you ever use alcohol? Do you ever use drugs? If so, which drugs and how often? How often do you watch pornography? Do you engage in gambling? How often do you eat out, order foods, Uber Eats, etc.? How often do you use prostitution? Are you sending any women support financially in any way, shape, or form, even OnlyFans? And then what's the number one outcome you want to achieve from this coaching? So that's the level of depth that I ask these questions. And I noticed the biggest thing is porn is the hugest thing. And the second one that's kind of concerning is a lot of marijuana use. But then the porn and the jerking off, then consistent marijuana use, then they're like, I'm depressed and I'm anxious. I'm like, well, you're also beating your dick like it owes you fucking money and smoking weed. Like, this is going to make you depressed as well. So there's a bunch of things that these inner game issues manifest themselves in, right? Um, but ultimately, you got to handle those things, because if not, they'll grow into something that is just far worse. Um, my friend, I hung out with my friend the other day, and he was telling me that his mother just got slipped into a coma, and she's like in her 50s or something, 56, and because she was obese, she was walking and had a stroke, and now she's on a fucking breathing machine. Merry Christmas. Sorry to be so gruesome, but just naturally how the conversation been flowing in my mind. But just made me realize, like, if you don't handle these issues, because these inner game issues, they manifest themselves in you overeating. Sometimes when somebody is obese and, like, they have every workout equipment and they've lost all the weight, but then they gain it back, it's because there's an incongruency going on internally. The inner them is not healed and like believing that they are worthy of the thing they're chasing, right? So they usually regress to whatever they feel like on their deep inside, like their subconscious and all that. So yeah, it's a big topic, and we're adding more of those frame things to the schedule for the Masculine Empowerment Network. That's in December 28th. We added 2 more because this is something I've noticed as well. And I think I just think it's something that would be valuable for people. But we had 2 more right there. So on the 19th, me handling your daddy issues and deep inner game. That's Friday the 19th, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be running that webinar. And then Ryan Fowler also is going to talk about heal your wounded core identity. So this one here on the 17th is going to educate you and get you ready for mine on Friday. So we are tag teaming this one. But honestly, if you can watch what Ryan Fowler has to say, Thor and Wraith, and I'm going to try and get Apex to do a frame webinar in the second week, because Paul from Apex Mindset is a veteran, or no, he's still active in the military, excuse me, but he's worked with veterans. He has done a lot of work. Paul is a super intelligent guy. He does not get credit for how incredibly intelligent he is. And that's because he has this ongoing battle with him versus technology. Paul, cameras, software are his, ultimate enemy. Drop him off in the Middle East and give him a list of names of people he's got to go, take a visit to, no problem. But him versus Apple software upgrading, undefeated. Apple is undefeated. But yeah, I say that jokingly. Paul knows, we always joke about it. But Paul is also a guy who Apex Mindset on YouTube. He is a good source. He's a good source. So that's what we're cooking up, man. That's what we're cooking up. I hope everybody's having a good time. Go enjoy the holiday. Go be with your family. Don't get too caught up in, like, I gotta be this ultimate high level alpha male. Do exactly the amount that you can get done with on a daily basis, and just do it consistently. Consistency is the key. Consistency. If you can just operate, even if, like, you're just operating at 80% capacity consistently every day, where everybody trying to, floats through life at 20%. You just give a little effort consistently, your success is inevitable. But people don't realize how much time it takes. But I'm excited because we also have, I'm in the process of talking to another money-making guy. And he already said yes to the webinar. I just got to finalize it with him on a call. But we're going to be putting some more money-making stuff, because I really want the Masculine Empowerment Network to kind of become like a Job Corps. Because a lot of you guys just can't even get a job and keep a job. So that's one thing that I think is super important, because that's a big part of being a man, just the dignity of going out there and earning your own money and paying for your own living. And for you guys that are afraid to pay rent, afraid to move out, look, you can't run from that problem forever. You're going to have to pay rent eventually. Now, I'm not telling you to go get, stretch yourself thin and get into debt, if you can operate cheaply by living at home with your parents, but you have a fucking plan, and that plan is something that's going to get you to six figures, $80,000 a year, somewhere around there, either through the trades or, STEM. If you're living at home for a portion of time, that's fine, But like I said, even if you're just generally browsing around and watching self-improvement stuff and actually taking actionable steps, not being like, I meditate and I feel yada, yada, yada. Like, no, like you're actually taking actionable steps, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. So I think that's going to do it for me today, guys. I just wanted to pop in and say what's up. We're going to do an episode tomorrow. And then for the guys in monthly coaching, for the announcement on December 26th at 6 p.m. Eastern, December 26th. So the day after Christmas, all guys in my Money Muscles game monthly, we're going to be doing a crypto webinar about the moves I just made, full transparency, and what we've been looking at. Obviously, I've been telling you guys about Solana, but I think it's a little, too late for a lot of you guys already. Even though people are, they say we're in a disbelief rally right now, and I'll show you what the disbelief rally, because I'm to be honest, I'm kind of there with the Solana rip recently. So here, I'll show you. This is a disbelief rally in crypto, and I'll show you why. Because I started aggressively looking at the market, like I'm talking about daily research, 3 hours minimum every day, on December 6th. And from what I've been studying, I feel like I'm late already, but let me just show you. Okay. So this is Solana. So I started paying attention to it around here, like 60, 50, 60 bucks, like right around here. Also, I was looking at the tail end of November, but really around the 6th is when I started getting religious with it. 60 bucks, 50, 50-ish. I think it goes down like 50 at one point, but about 60 bucks here. And then now, about less than a month later, basically almost has doubled. I think the all-time high in the last 24 hours was 117. 1 month. Yeah, 117 was the top. So it topped out within the last 24 hours. I think that this is going to be the Ethereum of this bull run. And if you look at a huge thing you always want to be looking at is market cap. Let's go to all. So look, this is back here. So the market cap was peaked at 78 billion. So currently here we are at 47 billion, right? Now my thinking is this. There were less coins out here, and the value of the dollar was worth more in 2021. So less dollars were available, or excuse me, less dollars were necessary. So people saying theoretically we could go here. Now, theoretically, yes, we could go here because Solana's market cap currently right now is pretty low. That is 47 billion, right? Now, if you look at Ethereum, let me show you. You see, I can definitely tell I've been fucking studying this shit day in and day out, right? So, okay. Now, if you look at Ethereum, okay, let's go to all. So, and then let's go to market cap. Okay. So, last cycle, let's just say from 2018, because Ethereum had like a 1,500 all-time high around here. That was 112 billion. Then it started lower on the previous rip up, but it went from 50 billion to $500 billion. So it 10x'd. Okay. But let's just say this was the first top. This is the organic one when Bitcoin broke its first all-time high. Some people say the second top was inorganic. I kind of believe that theory, to be honest with you. But here it was a 48 billion. Okay. So, and then the price, let's do the price quickly. Price went from, let's just see, 300 to 4,000. So a little bit over 10x. Okay. So looking at Solana, and another thing about Solana too is the volume on Solana. Okay, so volume is how much money is traveling in sales and buys on a chain, right? And Solana only has $50 billion in volume. However, it was doing more on decentralized exchanges. It was doing more volume than Ethereum. And Ethereum is a bigger network. But if you guys have been following, Ethereum's fucking dog shit tech, and the fees on Ethereum are fucking killing it. And it's built into the stupid blockchain, so they really can't change it unless you give a massive update, which they have not done. And I think it's just because there's too much money being made on fees because people are paying them regardless. But for the cheap degen guys that want to get in, and this is why the meme coins have been ripping lately on Solana, because I've been looking at these buy orders. The majority of these buy orders like $50 to $100. Right, these are like low-level degens. All like this is an army of stupid people gambling on meme coins, and that is what's driving the cost of Solana and the cost of these meme coins up, because it's just easier accessibility. It costs too much to you sell something. You can send something on Solana for like a fraction of a penny. I think it's like 1/5 of a penny. So that's like what 0.002 0.002, I think so, of a cent. So these dudes are just letting this ship fly, and Solana's ripping. And then AVAX is following in suit at a slower rate, but people are also calling the same thing for AVAX. And these are all, in my opinion, just conservative, safe plays. Obviously, hey, you know what? Nobody knows what's going to happen. That's the truth. That's what none of these financial gurus are going to tell you. Nobody fucking knows. Psychology of money, Morgan Housel. Nobody knows what's going to happen. That is the number one lesson you should take away from all of this. You can make an educated guess, but at the end of the day, it's just calculated gambling. However, getting in early before a big event like the bull market, that is the easiest money available. And also, people say January 10th, the ETF is going to launch the news to a sell. I think so too. People are saying it's a sell a news event. I don't think so. I think Bitcoin's going to fucking rip. And then after that, the halving is going to be April 18th. And so even if we replicate 50% of these gains, so again, this is AVAX last time, 30 billion, and then currently now halfway there. It's a little bit over halfway there, 17 billion. And the price during this time was 128. So almost at the same range here with here the price being $47 right now. But yeah, you guys probably could tell I've been studying this like a motherfucker. I've been studying every day because there has been some bread to be made. So 43, 1.6 billion, then yeah, it's like almost the same. Let me see. $7 billion, and where are we at right now? Yeah, that's about right. So I do think also because of inflation, the numbers are going to go up higher just in general because there's more money flying around out there. And I think, to be honest, if you want to go full conspiracy theory, here we go. They are making crypto legit through BlackRock and everything. So it's another asset they can inflate with all this fucking money flying everywhere because they're running out of options. You know, they got to keep the United States money printing Ponzi going. You got to turn those printers back on. I'm telling you, those interest rates go down, and at least in March is when they think the rates are going to go down based upon the loans that some of these banks have to pay back. And then if all these people like BlackRock and Vanguard start dumping money into crypto, it's going to be one fucking wild ride 2024. And you know what they say, the year of the dragon, I'm in Asia. So the year of the dragon in 2024 is coming up. And that has got these Asian people fired up because 2024 is a dragon. This is about finance, money, financial success. So you got all of China licking their fucking lips, getting ready to come into 2024, as well as Japan, you know, the top two economies in the world over here. You know, America number one, China number two, Japan number three. And then India is over here, but I don't know if they believe in, and that's the Chinese calendar is the dragon. But I personally think, because I see all the news saying recession coming, no, like not what I see on the back end of all these cryptocurrency websites with billions of dollars flowing in through fucking meme coins, people, coins with no value. There's money out there. It's just, I don't know. I'm excited for 2024. I'm excited because we're putting everything together also for the webinars coming up. So Merry Christmas to you all. That's my Christmas gift. Tomorrow, regular episode with a big giveaway explaining it. And then, yeah, for the guys in the Money Muscles Game monthly coaching, the crypto webinar is at 6 p.m. Eastern on December 26th. It's going to be a good one. If you want to join monthly coaching and join in that webinar, go to my website, modernlifedating.com. Join up. If not, I'll see you in the Masculine Empowerment Network. And then, 2024 is going to be lit. 2024, the year more. Until then, guys, I'll see you later.